go.
Speak.
Hello,
hello, everyone.
We are back a bit early than usual. We do that the Wednesday instead of the Thursday because we are going to Poland this weekend it's going to be the main topic of today. We're going to go at... Yeah. But at least me and the new Brian. No, I'm trolling. Brian couldn't join because I think he's still in Thailand, so he's a bit
we have better Brian. That's who we have.
Yeah,
better.
So
Brian.
instead we invite Malte, nickname Wolf, the last year and this year captain of Team Germany. Welcome to the show, Malte. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Maybe I'm letting you introduce yourself a bit because maybe everyone doesn't know you, but I think almost pretty much everyone knows you.
I mean, you already introduced me. I'm captain for Team Germany since last year and also this year because reasons. And yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, we actually know each other for quite a while now. I think it has been 6 years now since COVID, since the first year of COVID, right?
I remember.
Wasn't this like last year or so?
Yeah.
6 years.
I remember in Tactical Tortoise as well. I remember. There you go.
Yeah, it was like quite
you both
a long
have
time.
into adults before my eyes. This is incredible.
Yeah, used to be a child.
And the name of this episode is actually named The Hottest Take in reference of one of the servers we were basically all the time there back in the day.
I love
good old time. The Greek Hammer back in the day.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
That was a good old time.
I remember great trash talk with Nassim in the chat. And just dissing all the traditional teams.
Exactly. I mean, I saw those teams. They were terrible. This is before I was playing WTC. I remember I got in trouble. And, I had easy, simple times. I've grown up.
Better times. Simpler times.
So, like we mentioned a bit earlier, today we are there to talk about mainly Pyra Cup. Because me and Wolf are both going to, with respectively Team Belgium and Team Germany. Sadly, England wasn't good enough to qualify this year. So Nassim will basically just be the extern eye of the tournament now. He will be following us. He almost did coach for us.
If it helps you, Leo, if it helps you, Nassim, I think you're invited to home nations. So at least.
True. Where's Germany? Huh? Yeah.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Not this year. We're not doing Pyra Cup this year.
Yeah,
maybe next year.
I think because you are technically partner with Team France, you kind of help them develop their list, right? So you still have your advice.
With their in spirit. There we go.
Yeah.
I believe Sweden will down in spirit now that they have lost the role of little brother.
Boom. So this weekend there will be Pyra Cup. So there is 8 teams in total. So we will have Team Poland A and Team Poland B, Sweden, France, Germany, Austria, USA, and Belgium. So, and it's basically 2 pods of 4. Each of the 4 teams face each other, and then they go to the next day, and then there is a upper bracket and a bottom bracket. So that is the idea. And
there's also a pod 1 and a pod 2. Which are not ranked 100%. They're definitely not ranked.
I believe the stronger pod is clearly pod 1.
Yes.
Not
ranked.
If I recall correctly, you have pod 1 with Poland A, France, Sweden, and Belgium.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you have Germany, Austria, Poland B, and USA. So to be fair, both pods are quite stacked. Let's be honest.
It's fun. You have Germany B, Poland B. Who else?
USA B. I mean, if that team is USA B, If that team
USAB,
is USAB, we are in trouble, guys. We are in
USAB.
trouble.
It's fine.
When
They've
we
got
are
Brian.
if this is USAB, yeah,
They-
I don't
they
want
have-
when I don't want
they-
to see USAA with
They
someone.
have Brian on sisters. It's okay. That's going to bring down the delta
Yeah.
quite a bit, so that helps.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
we will
go
talk
on.
about the big problem later with the USA team setup. With Brian not playing Orks, I don't know what's happening there.
Shit the
Yeah.
bed.
I mean, we
In the
have
center,
some
in the center of
other
the Orc meter.
we have other orc goodness to talk about. It. We'll cover that a bit later. But first, maybe let's start by maybe explain what we did our week and etc. How it's going. So me,
Yeah.
I will start. So I just like 2 weeks ago, but Wolf were there. I went with Team Belgium to the German final. I know I talked about it last episode. We got wreck, guys. We did got wrecks. I think we won our first round and then we lost against Suxvang and then we lost against King of the Hill. So that was a wake up call, I would say, huh? Because our roster was probably not the most optimal, and yeah, but I'm not gonna talk.
I think the pairing was bad, to be honest. I didn't like the
Maybe.
pairing for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, maybe like. But 5-man pairing is a bit random. Huh?
Yeah,
But
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
We kind of maybe fucked up the pairing, the list come, like obviously it happened, but it was still a fun event. We were in Munich. I like Munich. Oh, look what I bring back from Munich. My litter. I thought we see the big glass. That was the whole reason to go there, to have like the huge glass. So that was but that was still quite fun, and we got to go to the beer garden in the evening and drink some beer. That was a fun experience in any case. We'll do it again if we have the chance to qualify again. We'll see about that.
Hopefully.
And yourself, Nassim, how it's going?
Yeah, it's well, I don't really have many events recently. I think my last event was Alpine, so that was a while ago. I've got a few events coming up. I've been mostly helping the French alongside with the other English lads to prep for Pyra, been in a few scrims, getting ready for an event I have next week and then the week after. But yeah, really nothing too much recently, just a lot of practice and TTS goodness that you would expect, really. Oh, I did
Yes.
ITT, I guess, but you know, it's fine. That doesn't count.
Oh, did
That's
you play
true, they were-
ITT?
Yeah, I played the Custodes list at ITT with the Land Raiders and the Custodian Guard. We came fifth, I think.
missed that. Were you Seagull? No, what team? Were you War Masters?
Yeah, War Masters. We came fifth in
Okay.
the end. That's the one, the Swedish one. Sweden came first. Visor came
Sigil.
first.
Yeah.
Sigil second.
Nice one.
Third. Don't remember. Then we came fifth, and then all I know is that Yokai
Yeah.
were below us.
And all I know is Vanguard was above you.
Oh, I remember now. It was Vanguard that was above us, and the Irish. Oh, we drew the Irish. I
I
remember.
was a bit surprised, to be honest. I thought Yokai was for me. Yokai was the favorite for this tournament, to be honest.
It's all right.
Yeah, but Sigil shows up and was
Exactly.
there. Like they
They
eat everyone.
Yeah, and they mispaired as well. They mispaired. There you go.
Yeah,
Nobody respected the Custodes list outside of the UK. Now they come into the UK, they all lose to the Custodes list, and now they take it. That's what it is.
Is this what happened? Okay, got it.
And yourself, Wolf, how it's going?
Oh, good. We had like you said, we were in Munich 2 weeks ago and had the German Austrian team finals, because German isn't part of the ITC ranking or something, but we have our own internal ranking for singles teams, for singles and team tournaments, and whoever plays like 5 tournaments in the singles team can qualify for the finals. So our singles this year got won by William Furmian from Swiss, and also if you play 3 teams, you qualify with your team. And Team Belgium played 3 team tournaments, so we qualified for the finals. But at least this time the tournament got won by Zugzwang, so by a German team. So this was okay. This was okay for us. Not stealing both of our titles here.
No, I'll try again next year, I promise. But it didn't work out this year.
And apart from that, I'm the last person alive on Earth who's playing Shadowmark Talents the correct way with Melter Pistols, Nassim. And
I have Melter Pistol. What you mean? I've started
you
taking
never had enough Melter Pistols. Go
what
away.
are you on about? I still play Shadowmarked. I just play the Ultramarines as well. No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
and still having fun with that, to be honest. So, Tryhard
Right.
8-man GTS Warhammer in Germany. So teams, it's nice.
That's cool indeed. So, bon, let's go into the subject, right? The main event, Pyra Cup.
Pyra,
So
baby.
let's maybe start with the different roster. I have like again from Sebastian that is always doing that super nice graph. We have the graph with the different army. Oula Nassim. So is it so basically we see the 8 teams that are there. Obviously everyone did bring.
Everyone's got Space Marines, and
Oh,
almost everyone's got Necrons.
who would have
Oh my
known?
god!
That is surprising.
Jesus
be fair,
Stalin came back to life, and the sky
There
is blue
is
today.
yeah. So I didn't expect any less of that. I mean, the fact that Germany don't have Necron is already kind of showing.
Yeah, I'm
that there is-
surprised.
I'm already surprised. We'll cover that in a bit, I guess. There is quite a lot of AdMech as well. Interestingly, there is 6 AdMech over 8 teams. So, like the third most popular faction. So that is
Mhm.
surprising to an extent. I'd say. Like I would have, like Astra is only 4th. I would have expected to be
Oh, that's
like
5.
the other way.
There's still quite.
I mean, if
To be
the
honest, I would have expected them to be like very similar because I think Admech and Astra are so strong at the moment,
it is quite
especially
good.
in teams.
Well, then there is the new, I would say, the new hotness everyone is kind of bringing. I'm not sure if it's that strong yet, but everyone is playing the new CSM.
You don't
because
think
they
it's
went
that
out-
what?
Did you
Oh,
just say he doesn't think it's that strong?
No, I don't. I know what I mean is, I don't know if it is like auto include yet. There is probably like a part of it because it's new. Everyone is testing it and want to bring it to the light, right? I mean, I
Yeah,
do think
yeah.
it is.
I do like the split between like some teams have gone for the Renegade Warband, which is the
Yes.
wrong choice, and the other team's gone for the correct choice, which is who runs more orders. So I think it's it's good to
I
see
mean,
that split there.
I was.
mean,
Yeah, sorry, go for
to
it.
be
go for
honest,
it.
I think this is interesting, but I think the more interesting part is the Necron detachments, right? Like
Oh
everybody,
it's like dude, it's like they're all good, like they're all just good. There's Pantheon, Awaken, Phalanx, Star Shatter, Connector Court. It's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like they're all good. It's like you've got Arnaud, who's one of the arguably one of the better Necron players worldwide, right? He's played for WTC team in France multiple years. He won it the last 2 years of Necrons. He's on Phalanx. It's just like, okay, what's going on here? And you've got
Gito is
Gito.
back. One of the
Gito's
best Necron
back.
players in the world, if not the best Necron
Yeah.
player in the world, and he's playing Star
Yeah.
Shatter. So
Yeah, it's like all the detachments work.
yep.
Yeah, that
Most of them
that
work.
is indeed. There is a high spread, right? Indeed, and I mean, one Awaken as well. We are bringing Awaken, 2 Pantheon, 2 Pantheon, 2 Pantheon, 2 Star
Yeah.
Shatter. Yeah, there is
Yeah,
like 5 different detachments. I
Yeah.
mean,
Because they're all good, Liam. It's
Yeah.
like all the data sheets are just cheap.
and indeed, when you look at the other one, there is less, I would say, debate, right? When you look at Space Marine, bon, there is like basically there is 6 of the
Ultramarines.
8 that are bringing Ultramarines.
Yeah,
And then you have a Blood Angel and a
Black Templars.
and a Black Templar. So
Yeah.
a bit less debate, even though like technically there is a even spread between Gladius and Blade of Ultramar. But let's
Yeah.
be honest, it's basically the same thing. Like okay, you don't have fight on death and you can spam the Doctrina on the Blade of Ultramar.
Yeah.
I still don't think that there is one that is clearly better than the other one. Like I think both have merits.
It's really meta dependent because I've been playing both, and like you want the Gladius in the melee matchups, funnily enough, because the fight on death is quite useful. However, I find a lot of the time there's not much that you want to fight on death into that's worth fighting on death into, if that makes sense, because everything is like toughness 10 or -1 damage, so you don't get as much value. And the blades helps you with like the rep X's because you can storm of fire multiple times with the dev doctrine, and it just costs you a CP, or it costs you nothing if you have Gilliman in the list. So I see the merit of both. I think the Gladius ones are better than the Blades one into like melee matchups, which is well with CSM coming back around, maybe, right?
Yeah. And the -1 to be wound is also something interesting. Like for example, on Repex, like in a world of Catan with like I mean, I guess the
It's
Void
big.
Dragon is anti-aim vehicle, but like there is some that are like only strength 12, and like because for some reason they get -1 to wound even if you are equal to the strength.
Yeah, it's strength equal or higher, which is actually missed out that part. Like the equal is massive because you know your toughness 12, which is already a big break point, and then a lot of anti-tank weapons are strength 12 as well. At least if you're playing with ranged, so like last cannons and those types of weapons. So it's really good there.
Isn't it great when they find new wordings for the rules? It's like a mid-edition.
Yeah.
Love Space Marines.
Love Space Man. Well, then for Astra Militarum and AdMech, there is much more, like everyone agree a lot more. Like basically you have 5 over on the 6 that are running Alot Grid. And for Astra Militarum, you have 4 grids lead company and 1 recon. I think the recon is mainly because it's Nemo that is playing it, right? Like he only played that.
Yeah,
I mean,
hard specialist.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's also like I would argue right now in the meta, recon is probably slightly better, but it is going to take a lot more. Well, it's a lot more time intensive. So if you don't have a player that's comfortable in that, it's a lot harder, and it's a lot more rewarding, but a lot less forgiving. If that makes sense. So like I'd say it's currently the slightly better detachment over Grizzled, but you're gonna need to have someone that's willing to put in a lot of time to play it, which is quite hard to do because it's got 200+ models.
And it's so hard, also in my opinion, to play against Horde because you are not prepared to play against Horde because people are not playing Horde enough. I think this is one of the big strengths of France again here, running Bastion Templars again, and it will be annoying again because it will be hard to put clock on Pyro Cup, and we'll get them points. So yeah, Horde still always strong in 5-man.
Yeah.
Or even 8-man, to be honest.
Then I think I would say quite a surprise. We took it, but it was only because we had a player on it. Is Drukhari being so prevalent? Like, I would not have bet on it. Like, I think Spectacle is quite strong. Huh? Don't get me wrong. It is a good detachment. The rules are brilliant, and the units are okay. I just don't think it is quite the meta, but apparently.
No, I was surprised as well. Like I was expecting 1 or 2, but 5 is a lot.
Yeah.
Like 5
like,
was.
Poe playing Drukhari doesn't surprise me, for example, but like, I mean, maybe I just don't know the player, and they are maybe also Drukhari specialists, but like, yeah, like both Poland bringing Spectacle, then I mean Austria as well and Belgium as well. I guess it's something from Central Europe, maybe. I don't know. Then you have some demon. There is actually a spread between incursion and scintillating, which is interesting. I would not have bet on that.
Can somebody explain why we see incursion here? Because I don't understand it at all.
I'm surprised we're seeing scintillating personally in this meta.
Wow.
A little bit
Okay.
more. Yeah, because it just finds scintillating for me gets pinned by quite a lot of armies at the moment. Like it struggles, because if I was to look at the scintillating matrix against like one of these comps, like it's going to struggle against it's going to lose against Guard, it's going to lose the Space Marines, it's going to lose these Necrons, and then like it's already got 3 losing matchups there, and then it's going to lose very hard to the Custodians, which we'll talk about next. So it's like they've got matchups that are losses there for it, and then it's got a couple wins, but they are quite hard to get them into it very quickly is the issue. So then you're just left with that. Was incursion at least gives you a little bit more in terms of the utility, and you're not as reliant on your psychic damage, and you also pardon me, can maybe chew through hordes and/or stuff like Catan is a bit easier because you're not reliant on winning on 5s and damage 3 down to 2 into a Feel No Pain. Your damage flat 6 down to 5, or you've got a very tanky duo which isn't going to die to just because it'll be toughness 13, so it doesn't really die too easily to the Catan's back. It can stay on the expansion. So like it's the incursion, I'd say right now is actually a little bit better compared to Scintillating, mainly because its matrix is a little bit better. Not much better, but it's still better enough, is at least my assessment of it.
They are all still running both bird, right? You have the really good bird that is like with the Everstave to have like plus 6 inch range and like plus 2 strength. Or plus plus
I think it's
2,
plus I think it's
bringing it to
plus
strength.
I think it's plus 2 strength, and then you still have the stratagem for plus 1 AP. So you've got you still have that same bird, and then you either have Kairos, one of a chicken, or something else.
Yeah, no, they have like the spread is like Bellacore, the Gyo, the Keros plus the good bird, and then Scarbrand.
Yeah,
and then you have like a bit more like melee chaff. I would say like there were some choice between either like running more beast or running some Slaanesh demon that are actually decent, like Demonette and Fint. I actually quite like them, so like it is interesting in any case. And obviously you have 3 Custodes, 3 with Talon. I mean the exact same list, 3 Land Raider, 27 guards, and like the 2
Inquisitors, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. You have some Orc, a bit more Orc, and we'll cover that when we talk about the country. You have like actually a spread in the different detachment here. You have a bit of Warhorde, and then you have like Mordaka and Bully Boys. So that's quite interesting. And then quite a lot of Tau and Tyrannid. Like it would have been its army we rank quite poorly when we did our or ranking back at the start of this slate in December. But like actually there were like 2 teams that bring like both Poland and USA bring Tau, and then you have like both Poland and Sweden that bring invasions fleet. So a resurgence in Tyrannid, which is quite interesting. Then Germany and Belgium close to cause, the only one to run CK and Eldari.
Never nerfed. Eldari.
Never nerfed.
Yeah. I mean, trust me.
In battle host, never nerfed. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, that is interesting. I think it's Max that is playing that, right? He's been playing Battle Lost forever.
Yeah, it's Max.
Yeah. I forced my teammate to play my Eldari list, and it is quite strong. I didn't.
I love it.
I didn't force him, but he wanted the list, and I give it to him. Then 2 Infernal Knight, like triple Despoiler Gatling. You have 2 Votan, one from France, one from Belgium. France is actually bringing the new detachment.
The new one, Mercenary Oathband. I still have no idea what that does.
It's
more
actually
damage.
quite. Yeah, you have like stratagem to reroll it and reroll wound in combat. Like, I mean, they are not running it, but like a 10-man berserker in Mercenary Outbound can like one shot an Octan, I'm pretty sure, like with like hitting on 3s, rerolling 1, wounding on 3s, rerolling with full damage 3.
Yeah,
average,
but they can do the
average damage. Average damage is 15. No, you don't get it in Nerfband.
Yeah, you do because you get +1 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, Nerfband you
get 1.
Yeah, it's about the same at the end of the day because we get +1 damage. You need to spend 2 CP versus 1, but yeah, like we are running a 10-man berserker. It's like we make the math. It's actually helping a bit. It doesn't change the whole. Then you have 2 Champion of Fate from Sweden and USA, and then like classic Alban with Virulent Verterium, a bit of Emperor Children, like one and then 1 Imperial Knight, the companion, and then 1 Rubric Phalanx.
Rubric Phalanx. 30 scallops. Let's
go. Also, the meta is still spread. I mean, we see kind of I would say it's probably less spread than a month ago. You have like kind of the top that is more stack, right?
Yeah.
Like
people know what the best armies are and the factions are, right? Like people know Spacemen are really strong. They know Necrons is really strong. They know Guard is really strong. They know Admech is really strong. I think like right now, Orcs on. Well, over there it says, who knows, mate? Maybe who knows. But like I think CSM, if it wasn't for the new detachments, like I'm actually curious. I'm more interested to see what people would have taken if not for the new detachments, because I don't think it was too popular.
No, I think
Prior.
No,
prior
no,
the new
not
detachment,
after.
it was not existing pretty much. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think they bring back to life.
Detachments and data sheets. I think we have
Yeah,
to say.
Yes.
because like
Yeah.
the new Maelstrom of Legend of the
Oh,
Maelstrom or whatever are really, really fucking good. And so is Euron actually. Like I did.
Oh,
And
he cut
this
out.
was the day that we lost Liam again.
Again, Liam might have gotten a better camera, a better headset, but his Wi-Fi still shit. So it's.
I mean, this
something
really brings me back to hottest text days. To be honest.
I would just remember playing v Liam, and then he would just like his ping would go to like 999 and just wait there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
As I
I
remove my
remember.
models off the board, I'm like, yep.
Uh,
But yeah, I'm more curious what people would have taken actually if it wasn't for Huron's Marauders and the Renegade one.
where
it's
did
like-
this maybe?
Yeah, but it's kind of like where they sit, right? Because like if you look at what is into this, it's really, really volatile. Like they're not going to beat the Space Marines list out there. That's just not going to happen. The Necrons with all of the Catans out, actually they don't kill them too well. And then what's next? Admech, yeah, they're not bad against Admech. A little bit sketch, but they're not bad there. And I think what was the other one? And after that, yeah, that's the CSM that was out. But yeah, the Drukhari still surprises me the most out of all of that.
For us, it wasn't easy because we have Power. He's an
Yeah, I mean-
specialist. So
Yeah, if Power's watching this, he should learn another army, just in case. As the rumor.
oh no. He can play other armies.
I haven't seen it. I don't believe it. It's like people tending to believe in ghosts. I haven't seen it, so I don't believe it.
Were you not at? No, you were not. Okay, no, it's fair.
Or what other armies has
Did you
Power played?
play? Didn't you? Weren't you the German Super Matcher last year? He didn't play Drukhari, didn't he?
Did he
I
not?
think he played. Didn't he play EC or something?
I have no idea.
Or Slanish Demons? It was
I didn't
last
know
year.
how-
I have no
I didn't-
idea.
I didn't know who
Was-
Power was back then. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I just saw
That's
him.
a fair argument. Yeah. Okay.
Now I do. I know I love him. He's my little Turkish boy from Berlin. He's not. I know him. He's my little Turkish boy. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're gonna go with that.
It's hard not to love Power if you have.
It's
to.
true. Oh, my little. The thing's
Yeah.
gone. I just noticed that the little. He's going. Oh, this is where. The Enter the Matrix goes down the hole because I'm terrible with all of the technical stuff. I usually get Liam or Brian to do this.
What do you need?
That little thing that he showed up before. How do I get that out?
You can
getting-
you click on the plus on the down, and then
Plus.
it should be the plus right next to the camera, and then you should be, and then you go on for its PDFs, and then it should be there.
PDFs. All right, let's get it up. God,
If he saved it in here, if not, you won't. find it.
I don't know if he saved it in here. Liam is not that organized. He's more organized than me, but he's not that organized. He said he's coming back.
Perfect.
His Wi-Fi crashed. Yeah, that makes sense. There
Apart
you
from
go.
that, I can just look for its list.
But yeah, were there any comps that kind of stood out to you that looked semi-interesting, or anything that surprised you, or in terms of like actual the team compositions rather than the armies?
No, not something that we think was really surprising. Tau is annoying to play against in the Matrix, like always. So Tau is
Yeah.
always a good pick.
Mm-hmm. Which is surprising because not a lot of people always take it, right? Is usually what I find. Yeah, it's usually not really many Tau players. Like even when you actually go to like WTC, when I at least found over the last few years, it's which is really surprising to see because it's always really annoying and nobody wants to play against the Tau on the light board. But nobody wants to be the Tau player on the light board either, which is like.
I mean, you need to have a mentality where you're like, okay, I like to coin flip a lot, and if I win, I win, and if I don't win the coin flip, then I have 2 hours ahead of me where I desperately try to scrap for points. So most of the top players
Don't want to do
usually like to have agency in their games. In all
That's
their
fair.
games.
Yeah. Still though, you'd think. Oh, there you go.
Oh my god.
God, he's
Why?
pixelated.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Yeah. Well, let's go with that. All right, tech support, Liam. You alive?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm alive.
That's good.
So what we were talking? I don't remember. I think we were talking about CSM.
Yeah, we talked about CSM. Yeah, we covered that. It's all right. You were late. You can watch it later.
All good,
so.
all good.
Yeah,
We
it
already
is
started
fine.
this. We already started dissing all Tau players out there.
Yeah, I was because like Malte brought up the argument, interesting point of like Tau is always annoying to play against in the Matrix, and that's I agree with that because that's kind of always been the case, but not many
Yeah.
people play Tau, or at least are willing to pick up the Tau for that role.
Yeah.
Because even when we went to Alpine and like we shared a few matrices with a few other teams with like the French, Germans, and like there was quite a little bit of respect on the Tau in terms of like actually having to play against it on the light board because
Yeah.
you always assume that the Tau goes down first. But if we look over here, right, like there's 3 teams that have Tau, Red Cat and 2 Monkas. So it's
And
like,
also, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think like I would say everything come down to kind of do you have the player or not, right? Because I know we had the argument in the past, and you were saying that it's not the case, but I do think that playing Tau correctly is actually really hard. Because at the end of the day, you're only a shooting army, and like, I mean, doing pew pew is easy, but when you're getting like I think you need to understand the melee phase really well to play Tau correctly.
I have not met a single Tau player who knows the melee phase that's competent at Tau. It's just like they know that people can consolidate and tag them, and then it ends there. I routinely get asked, "All right, so is this the piling or the consolidate? Or where do I have to go, to the objective or to you?" I'm just.
I laugh, but I joined here this evening just so I can finally not only diss Tau player on national YouTube, but also on
international YouTube. International.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not complicated. Tau goes pew pew, light
Tau goes
board,
pew pew.
move block, pew pew again, and army's dead or behind wall because doesn't want to get pew pewed again.
I mean, to be fair, I have a good Tau player, and I still don't like him to play Tau in 8-mans.
Hey, good. We will see how it goes, huh? So apparently I'm wrong. So as a top player,
see, I told you, Liam.
My bad.
Again,
I mean, I've been playing Tau quite a few times in the past, but it was more Kroot, and it was when they were cool back in 8th edition with fucking drone everywhere.
I remember this detachment by they had like OC5 or so on the models.
Yeah, that was so funny.
You did fall back to the front.
Oh, I know what you're on
charge
about.
and go on the marker. I love this list so much.
Oh,
you didn't do anything. You just played combat board control with Tau.
Yeah, you were
That's
charging
the one
with
time I
prize.
like Tau. Yeah.
You had battle. You had objective secured or something. Battle suits.
Yeah, on the crisis suit, and you were charging with them. That was super fun.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, boom. Never mind. Let's continue and let's go back. I propose we're gonna cover a bit like the different roster. So what I will propose is that if you are on the team, and for you, Nassim, if you are French, because for today you are French, you don't have to present the team.
What do you mean for today? Okay.
So we were going to cover every faction, but I won't ask Wolf to review his list. We may ask questions, but he will be free or not to answer.
You can ask me anything.
Yeah, Wolf doesn't respect his team. Especially the Orc player, apparently, I heard, is what he said before we went live.
Poor Fred. So let's start with the letter A with Austria. Ooh la la. Me and country. So they are bringing Blood Angel, Lag, Pantheon, Grizzly, Spectacle, Warhord, Coterie, Questoris Companion, and Rubric Phalange. What do you think about it, Nassim?
I actually quite like some of the picks in the fact that they've comboed in a few quite aggressive, pardon me, like actual pressure lists into their comp. Because if you look at the Orcs, it's like a Warhorde Orcs, right? Like I haven't actually looked at the list. I've got it open just now, but I assume it's like your typical Warhorde like melee pressure list. So that's going to
Yeah.
combo quite nicely. And I also find that Orcs is actually not too bad into Necrons either. But so you've got that list there. You've also got the Blood Angels, which also combos quite well into other armies to apply pressure. Maybe less good into Catan,
He
but
went
still
back
not
to
too bad.
Vindy. I mean, Conrad is playing back to his loving Vindicator. I mean, I know I think we talked shit. We talked him shit about it like at last WTC, but it kind of makes sense nowadays. I mean, I don't know. I still don't love it, but to Vindy is like a
It's not
way
too
of
bad,
playing
right?
lane. It's not too bad.
Like the Catan. Like I usually find with the two Vindies, right? Like if you're playing with like the Necrons, like they can't completely disrespect you because you just put oath onto
Yeah.
the Catan, and then you can send in one squad in melee to kill it,
Yes, and like
rather
because like
than
Les Martyrs brick, I think do like 9 to a Catan, so like 9 or 10 if you spend the strat. So like if you can put them to that amount of like if you can put them on like 8 wound or 7 wound in shooting, you can then reliably kill at least one.
yeah, which
And
is
I don't
which is very durable, right? Because it's D6
yeah.
damage, right? With the Hunter Killers
It,
involved.
I don't think at the end of the day it's going to be enough, but in any case it will help maybe to
Yeah,
save points.
exactly. I mean, they're still not going to win the game, I don't find. But like you said, there's to save points, and I think it combos quite nicely with the coterie. The only thing that I'm like, the only thing that I'm, I guess, looking at a little bit more, and I don't really understand too much, is the Ribbon Phalanx in comparison with the rest of the list. I get the Knights and the Pantheon a little bit because it's two toughness 11, durable stat checks that can maybe pin as well, and similar with the melee armies. So I see that synergy there, but I don't get too much in terms of the rubrics.
I mean,
Phalanx.
Wolf, you've been playing that quite a bit, right? The 30 Terminator variants. What do you think about it in the current meta?
I'm not the biggest fan. Sorry to say. In 8 months.
I mean,
Because
it's
we're
yeah.
so the list is like now about a year old, and we had an arms race in the faction, so it's a stat check list. So there's enough damage to just kill enough of the Terminators in here.
Yeah.
Not the biggest fan. Sorry.
Not a big
Yeah.
fan. No problem. Me,
Yeah.
one of the lists I quite like, and that I think it's no for a bit now, but it's the knight list, the 5 big knight companion. Like I quite enjoy that list. I'm not saying
It's really
it's
good.
like top meta or anything, but like being
It's
able
up
to
there.
shove like a Lancer 26 inches turn 1 is quite funny, huh? I mean, because they move like what? It's 16 plus D6 plus 1. So it's like,
And a plus one to charge.
yeah, so they move like on average, they do like a charge at 26 inches, no problem on turn 1. So it is quite cool. I quite like that, honestly. Like
Yeah.
it
No,
has
I'm a
being
fan.
able to play knight that don't get tag as well is such a difference. Like I think a lancer in general is kind of shitty in most detachment, but in companion actually it's
Because you can't be tagged.
amazing. Yeah,
I think another strat that you're kind of sleeping on, or at least you haven't mentioned, is like the sticky OC5.
yeah.
Because you only have 5 models. Being able to like sticky your backfield, unless you're playing with like, something like
It's
Death Guard.
so annoying. That is
The fact that
so
they
annoying.
can't, like some armies can't unsticky it with just
Yes.
like
One model.
a unit or one model. They have to send more stuff that they want to, which actually allows you to put more pressure on people,
Yes.
which is very, 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 very nice. Especially since you have Canis, so you can just do it for free. Which is
I'm
very
a big
helpful.
fan of the Imperial Knights list, I have to say. I still am a fan, maybe the last one, of even
job,
double
Anna.
knights. So I like it here. I don't think the concept is rather good looking. Let me say one last thing to the Rubric Recordings before we just continue with knights. One thing I want to say is it's a really solid list, but can get you if you play it defensively, but will always be able to get you some points. And if you look at the lineup of the players of Austria, you would see what some of the WTC players are missing in the lineup. So this is
Okay.
more of a. So this is also more of some newer good players from Austria, but not the classic Austrian lineup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not like I've seen that it was missing a few names, but I was not aware of
Mm.
that much. So next one is Belgium. So what do you think about our list? I'm not gonna talk about it.
How?
I'll let Malte
No,
start.
no,
No,
no, no, no, no.
we're gonna
no,
let
no,
we're gonna let the guests start before I start flaming Belgium. All right, you keep going.
I mean, of course, I like the Chaos Knights pick. Oh, no surprise here. I still, yes, even with Necro in the meta, I'm a big fan of Chaos Knights, especially if you use the Baron for them. I still would love if Wotan works. I still don't think Wotan works, even is 5-man, 8-man, doesn't matter. And I'm German, so it's like if Wotan would work, I would know.
Yeah.
So
We do with what we have. Huh? We have a
Yeah.
specialist that only play Wotan. We bring
Yeah.
Wotan.
So does Germany. He now plays
Uh,
Orks.
no, he now doesn't play anything, to be honest.
He doesn't play whatever. There we go.
He brings a stopper. He brought a stopper to the German finals because reasons.
What a hero.
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pleasure.
I mean, I'm a fan of where is it? I do quite like as much as it pains me to say, I do like Liam's list. I like the Marauders list. The Terminators are a very nice add, especially in this detachment, more so than anything, because they are actually a lot more maneuverable compared to a lot of other detachment, because they're not forced to just stick where they are. You can always string back a model if you really need to and just redeploy them somewhere, which is always very, very nice. The +1 to hit everywhere is also very nice. No, I'm just like no, I like the list. You've got good shooting, good melee. You've got enough chaff as well, and like you've got the Noise Marines, which basically still have packs in the Rhino, and when they disembark from the Rhinos, have +1 to hit, which is basically
sustain.
it's like the same thing as having a pact for sustained when you actually look at it mathematically, which is very nice to have.
So just from a systematical standpoint, there's so many points and so many CP planned for this Terminator squad. So this Terminator squad has to work. So my question is, if we have a matchup like Satan Spam, like with -1 damage, does this still work? Because I see it as a really specialized list that is able to kill elite infantry, that is able to kill things from the opponent without -1 damage. But if you have a specialist list against that, I'm not quite sure. But it works especially with like 500 points in one Terminator squad and 2 to 3 CP planned for them every round in a faction, but still does not have.
Yeah, of course.
Still does not have CP.
So you have ways of getting like CP.
And don't tell me, Liam, it worked like 5 minutes ago when we played.
So it's I still think it's pretty good into the rest of it. It's not like I will agree. I would probably argue that Catan spam is probably well, not probably. It is one of those matchups that ideally wants to avoid, mainly because it's quite annoying to chew through, more so than it's worth. All of the characters that are Catans can just spend 1 CP in precision, and are actually not too bad at killing out those other characters or killing quite a lot of those. They don't mind just being stuck in combat. I still think with that CSM list, because you have the speed, like I think auto advance 6 is probably the best one of the best stratagems in the game.
I mean,
personally.
we don't need to argue about it's such a great strat. Always is.
But
Always
yeah,
is.
I think
Every edition where you can play Auto Advance 6, it's just great.
yeah. So like I do think the CSM list is quite good and it's quite strong. It will have some matchups that, as much as it's Liam, he'll probably like to avoid, because instead of coming back with a 20, he might get like a 13, and that might not be good enough for Belgium. But
I mean, I wasn't supposed to play. I'm only like the
okay.
replacement. Like, I was supposed to be there as non-playing captain.
God,
but
imagine
I
if your
dropped.
replacement player is Liam. All right then.
Yeah, imagine. Like that means my other player are killer. Huh? I'm only like the team B player. Show some respect.
But yeah, I like that list, and that's the main one that comes to mind. Like I quite like the Hearth band as well. I do actually quite like it quite a bit. I'm not sure if this CK list is the same as the German one, but I really like the German CK list. We can touch on that later.
I think there is like 200 points of difference, right? Like
That's enough difference.
I don't actually know. Okay.
I mean, we have a specialized Wotan player who is really good with his Wotan, so he will always be able to get his points in. But just coming from the German-Austrian team finals, where we saw these Wotan player playing his games, it was like, yeah, he is good and he's still getting his points, but something is Wotan is just so weak at the moment, even in 8-man. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure it's enough.
We will see how it goes. Listen.
Of course.
After that, we have France, the double WTC champ. I mean, I know now that I'm never criticizing those lists ever. So like, they are the best lists I ever see, and they are gonna do great. I'm not taking any risk with the French.
It's overcooked. It's suboptimal. It's okay. Overcooked.
I'm really interested also here. So just the same thing as last time. I'm really interested in Mercenary Aufband, and if it works as good as the friends hope it does.
Oh yeah, for Wotan, yes. I mean, obviously they have Bastion. It's clearly anti-Catan, like, because I think like 10 Crusader kill a Catan in that detachment. Like there is 20 men, they will run it, lose 10 on the way go, and still kill 3 Catan like this.
Not if it's with the receiver.
Because
you can't get enough guys to hit the receiver.
Correct.
They don't need. I don't think they need that many guys to kill a Catan. I think like if they get 10 guys, they kill it.
Okay.
I didn't.
I will trust you.
If you use a stratagem, then very likely.
Lethal. Yeah, like 40 like attack of like, and it's like 40
Sustained
attack,
crit 5s,
15
full
attack,
reroll.
crit 5, full roll it. Might do it. I mean, okay, maybe he'll survive on 2 wounds and then heal a bit, kill a couple of guys, and then die the turn after it. Even if he precision the character out, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean,
It's actually better if the character, because then there's because attack characters can tank more.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, they are France. They're always playing some weird shit. Like, they still have Virulent Victorium because Alban is playing them. I'm less sure of it anymore, but I think it's Alban and he's gonna do great. And like you mentioned earlier, Ashord is on Obedience Phalanx. It's it's his own weird shit, right? Like 3 Triad Choker is quite something. He will do great for sure. Don't know about the list, but yeah. I mean, anything to add?
Not too much. I mean, yeah, it's like an interesting lineup. I think as being guys that like we're speaking with them and like aiding them along the way, we can definitely see what the comp's trying to achieve, and it's been interesting to see the reactions from people in terms of not necessarily seeing how it all works within the wider comp and like it's intentional design with people calling the list weird, which means like the job is being done correctly. But all at the end of the day, you can say that, but it still depends on how well they're going to do at Pyra, right? So
we'll see after. I'm not taking any risk. I'm not criticizing France. Never.
Me neither. I'm just a little bit bored, to be honest. I'm just like a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when it's France. When in doubt, okay, let's go hard. Okay, yeah, it's fair. It is strong, so yeah, why not? But also CSM is hard again, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's not Tonker though, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it should be strong.
Yeah.
I think we have the scene back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I just mute myself quickly. Can you hear me?
All good. Yeah, can you hear you?
Okay. Next one, the mighty Germany, and I think the elephant in the room is there. More Daka is quite a choice in any case. I mean, I'm so
That's-
curious to see how it will perform.
That's Liam's. It's a choice. Is his way of saying it's shit. That's his translation, by the way. Just in case. I,
I don't know. I'm just curious actually. I'm like honestly interesting in see how it goes because like I mean I know Fred is a strong player and I know he has been playing other thing like he was like last time I faced him he was playing Warhord and the time before that he was playing Necro and like Mordecai is quite a surprise. I mean for context maybe I can show the list because we prepped that and we never used it. But he's basically playing 30 flash gates and 18 tank buster. I mean, so let's.
what a hero. What
Yeah, I
a-
mean,
I-
maybe he think that it's back in April 2025 where he gets sustained 2 all the time. Maybe that's the case. That's
yeah. Did he
why
see
he.
the update?
Yeah, maybe
Just
he didn't show it.
did he
So,
did you see the
so this
update?
is the list. So he's playing the Beast Burst, a big mech, three big mech with shock attack gun, a mech, 10 Beast Naga, 2 truck, 1 battle wagon, and then some burner, and then 30 flash gate, 18 tank buster, and a bit of chaff. So quite an interesting list. I honestly don't know if it's good, so I'm gonna probably he's gonna surprise everyone and kick the ass. I don't know. Like I honestly, I mean, Tank Buster was super good back like a years ago.
Yeah,
And
when
at the,
when they got released, because I think it used to be like 105 or something, or 110, something ridiculously cheap. Because
yeah,
they
so
went
they
up
went
twice.
more expensive, but they
Yeah, they went
still
twice.
rock.
They
It's
still hurt.
still like it's still gonna rock. Like it's gonna be like like it's gonna be 63 shot of rocket on 4 sustain rerolling 1 and
It
then wounding on 4. Like
has access to +1 to wound.
yeah, that's why for into Catan for example, like
Oh, it's
and like
intense.
into Horde, like for example, like I would not like to be a 20-man Black Templar getting shot by Tongue Buster. Like
No,
it's still really
it hurts,
annoying and it
it's,
still hurt really well.
especially when you have the big mech, right, with shock attack gun,
Yeah.
because like that gun's very spiky. But if you get like 7 shots, 6 hits, 4 wounds on a Catan, and they fail like 2-3 saves, it's still D6 damage each plus all of the other shots.
Yes.
So between like 2 squads, you have a good chance of actually killing a Catan,
And
which
they
is not
also
bad.
have the grenade. Huh? There is a lot of squig bong inside this one, like between the commando,
Yeah.
the tank buster. It still have 1 unit of Beast Naga, and if I'm correct, in that detachment, they have access of rerolling wounds when they are on an objective.
Yes, I believe so.
So like
Um,
it's gonna be like 40 attack, rerolling it and rerolling wounds.
yeah,
So
I don't actually hate the list. I think the thing is with it is that it, and I could be wrong here, but it feels quite telegraphed when you actually look at the wider comp of Germany, right? Because you've got either the CK or that can go down first, but I would kind of like the Orcs to go down first over the CK. So I don't know if they start vying over certain lists. Oh, I know they've also got the Admech in there, the Gardas, quite a lot of shooting heavy lists in Germany's comp compared to a lot of the other comps, which is
Correct.
not maybe not surprises me completely, but like it's still surprising that they have so many. Like if there was like 2 or 3, I'd get it. It's the fact that there's like quite a few of them, so it's like it feels like it's kind of vying for that light board spot a little bit more. Because it feels like that list on the light board is actually it's actually quite dangerous now because it can get the lines that it wants. However, we all know that CK is also quite good on it. Admech is quite good on it. You have Guard that's at least with the if I'm looking at the right list here, like if you're looking at the Guard list with double Rogals and like the infantry, like that not as bad on like the light board list, but it's like it just feels like all of these are better armies than the Orcs that also want similar board to the Orcs. Would probably be the main issue that I see, at least within the comp here.
Interesting. I mean, I kind of follow you on the lack of melee here, but it's a choice, right? I mean, they have like spectacle that can go there, I guess, but that's about
Not
it.
melee.
Yeah, spectacle isn't a shooting army. Huh?
So it doesn't mean it's a melee army, yeah?
It is a melee army. It like 10 stable. What I also they are the only one to not bring Necron. Wolf, what I mean, you don't have to answer, but was it basically because you didn't have the player to play Necron? Or
Correct.
okay.
I could have taught them half an hour for free. You start your list with 2 to 3 Catans. Maybe add a Silent King. And then you're finished.
So before Nassim stops doing all Necron plans of the world, and yes, but to be honest, that's how you build a Pantheon of War list in like 10 seconds. It was just a case of a lot of players having, a specific player having to drop near the tournament, so we had to change something up, and in the end, it ended up one of our players having the choice between Space Marines and Necrons, so we decided on Space Marines.
Yeah, that is a hard choice to have.
I think it's a hard choice. And on the other hand, we didn't like Necrons that much, to be honest. Yeah.
I get if you don't want to spam Catans because you're worried people might have Catan.
Yeah, but it's always the same with Germany, right? We have a small pool of players. We try to get every talented player we can into the team who wants to come and play for Germany. But in the end, I don't have a Necron player. I have everybody can play a Pantheon of War list or maybe some variation of it. But if I want to have somebody who can play a good Awakened list with okay, cool, and now we have Necrosaur and 2 Satan, I need a faction specialist. I need some. It doesn't help. You cannot give somebody Silver Tide and say, here you have 2 weeks, go and play Silver Tide. So
fair enough. And I mean, I kind of follow you on that. I don't think. I mean, I do think that I always prefer player being on a faction they are good at, that they master, than like dropping 2 weeks ago. I mean, in the past, even in the late, quite a few weeks ago, we make some choice and we change a faction specialist to another army, and it feel like always a bit weird to do that, I think. And let your faction specialist let your player that have practice on an army play them.
Yeah, 100%.
We planned with Necrons. We planned with Necrons for this tournament. Something changed, so we could no longer come with Necrons, sadly.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure all of your people in your pod and at the event are more thankful though.
Of course. Living in the Orc meta.
In the Orc meta.
Go Fred! Shoot them dead. Kill them in 2 turns.
I'm also interested how it will work. It's an experiment.
We'll see.
I have some hope here.
Let's go. I mean, on Fred, you should.
Poland
A. So they have. I mean,
they finally got Kruka off Space Wolves. It took 3 years. They did it.
Let's go.
And I believe it's a mistake in this meta. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they have a really weird spectacle list, if I'm correct, like a 50 witch with no venom. It's 2 raider, no venom, which is quite interesting.
That sounds bad.
We have it in Poland A and Poland B, right? That's the Polish Drukari list?
Maybe they have this. I didn't actually check Poland B that much because they are not in my pod, but
yeah, they are in our pod.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's just it's 5 big brigs of witches.
Yeah, and you're right. They run the same list, almost point for point in Poland B. So
maybe they found something.
That is maybe that's probably the specialist because they both team have it. So it probably means that they actually are expecting quite a few things from it.
Have you ever found two faction specialists, that are playing the same list?
No, but that's probably like I mean one of
I-
them is Day. Day is playing.
I
I
think-
know he has been playing Drukhari for quite a while.
Yes, of course. But
So
I think they found something. I don't know
Yeah.
yet what they found, but I think they
Yeah.
found something.
I mean, 10 Witch can actually go into a Catan and do quite a lot of damage. Like, I mean, quite a few damage. Like, it will not kill it, but it will hurt it a bit. And they have 15 Scourge, so maybe like I didn't make the math, but 15 Scourge plus 10 Witch with lethal can kill a Catan, maybe. And at least they won't die to a Catan. They won't die back to a Catan.
If this is their Necron counter list,
No, I don't think it's like it's maybe not a counter list, I don't know. But like it has some like 10-man witch can actually go and like tied up Catan and play like delay it. Like you have 5 units of 10 witch, you can send it 5 times on
So-
an objective and maybe play for 6 or 7 points.
The 10 witches plus the character is over half of the Catan's points, and I'm pretty sure the Catan's going to kill them between melee and shooting.
Yeah, but he would have not scored a primary and he will have
Now, my rebuttal to that is how long can you afford to do this for before you are dead turn 4?
five bricks. So
I think 3 turn actually.
Yeah.
3 like let's say turn I mean I don't know. Like I maybe there is something like there. I actually don't know what it is supposed to kill. Because like let's be honest, Ultramarine, Brick of 10 Witch doesn't really care. Necro apparently not either. Admech, I guess maybe. Admech a bit annoyed by 10-man Brick of Witch. And again it depends if there is
are
like
they?
Infiltrator or not. Like
Yeah.
if they have Infiltrator, maybe not.
Do we have
Astralim-
Admech? Do we have
But,
Admech lists without infiltrators?
No,
No,
but like if you only have like 5 or 10 Infiltrator, like
Okay.
By the way, the math says they do 14 lethals if they have 4 rerolls. Last time I checked, they don't have 4 rerolls. Exactly. Yes.
they
There you
don't
go.
have,
Yeah, I know that was a joke.
it's like 44 attack with lethal sustain if you have a succubus. The succubus is rolling lit and wound against Catan.
But guys, for what would they be running that? I don't understand it, to be honest.
I am interested by that.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
me too.
Because I
we
think
playing-
that struggle with these demons as well, because it's just the big shit, they're gonna just struggle to kill it.
I mean, it probably is a list that can go like it's probably a blunder that go on a dense table and try to get point against no matter what because I don't
Yeah.
see it playing on
I
a
can see
open
that.
table.
No, of course,
He
I mean, I
can-
can see that.
He will always go in defend, right? And I think if they get attacked by Necron, they will take it for the team and get 5 to 6 points, maybe.
I think
But
that's
it's
fair.
still
Ish, yeah.
5 to
maybe
6
see
points. Like if you spy a 20-30 witch into a Catan, it might die. 14 lethal is 5 wound to a Catan.
You're not getting that many to fight the Catan is the other problem.
Yeah,
You're
they are
deluded.
25 inches, so you can go 2 rounds.
This way, if they have the Silent King shoots with indirect and kills.
Yeah, if there is a Silent
kills-
King, the
that kills
matchup
7.
becomes so difficult because the Silent King on average kill like 7 witch or something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
he does. Yeah, it's he gets 7 to 8 hits, and then there'll be 7 to 8 wounds. There'll be 7 to 8 6 ups.
Yeah,
So he'll kill anywhere between 6 and or 7 models
5, 6.
with just
They are
direct.
playing 15 Scourge and they are all with they have
2 Hay
8 Dark
Blaster
Lens,
and 1. No, there's 2. It's
2 Dark
two.
Lens, 1 Haywire.
Really? Because I see it the other way around in Poland A. It's 2 Haywire.
I mean Poland. Oh, that's the different then. I mean Poland B. It's so they have 2
Oh,
Dark
okay.
Lens and 1 Haywire there.
Did it agree on that internally? Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
At least we found something.
There is a difference. I'm
You did it.
lying.
That's funny.
So I mean, I'm definitely gonna follow that list. It's definitely something we are not used to see. So I'm quite interested in it. But we cover a bit. They are actually both team is quite similar in comp when you look at it. Like they both have spectacle, they both have tow, and they both have invasion fleet. a bit different list, but like we definitely see that there is like an intern meta going on there. I think, like Poland has their own meta, and like back, it always have been a bit the case, right? Poland always have been like a bit weird in that sense. So yeah, definitely, because they are both bringing invasion as well. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Like there is one that is quite ordy with like a lot of Ormagon. I guess this is trying to counter Catan as well in a way, because he doesn't need to charge the Catan there, and he will probably just stand on the point, deny it, lose a bunch of model, but regrow them. So I'm interesting to see how that goes.
To be honest, I think this will work really good.
Yeah.
I'm liking the layout of Poland very much. A lot of lists that can block if Spectacle does, but we think it does, and we doubled it up with Tyranids. I like it.
Yeah, so they have double block. I mean, Pumba is on Talon of the Emperor. Nassim list. And yeah, we will see. And obviously they have Gito, that is, I think, playing one of the best list, the best Necron list here. I mean, I love his list. The 20 Warrior in Star Shatter is actually with the Silent King and, if I'm correct, double Catan. This is quite good. Yeah, it's that. It's double Catan, Silent King, Necrozor, and one squad of 20 Necron with the Reanimator, and then some, and a Ghost Art as well. So I quite like that list. Oh no, I'm yeah. It's quite a lot of big brick, and like it basically, I think, counter really well other Necron lists, like lists that don't run Warrior. He's better into it, generally speaking, because he has all the tools, right? Like he's gonna kill Catan between like because he has the Silent King with Catan, so they're super reliable. And then he has like the 20-man Necron Warrior brick that will not die because it can regrow a lot, like between the Ghost Arc, between obviously the strat to regrow an objective from Star Shatter. He has Overlord with a reanimation Orber. He has obviously Hurricane the Diviner to have 4 up involved, so it will be really tanky.
Too bad.
I quite like this list.
Also, player skill is also very interesting, and it's Gito. So this will be one of the this will be really strong opponent side.
They're not forcing Gito to play GSC like they did at Alpine. That was very funny. That was very funny to see.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, that was great. Just go over to him. I'm like, Gito, how's your reanimations going on? It's not the same. It's worse. It's great.
So,
for me, strongest lineup.
Which
if
one?
Spectacle does Poland A. If the Spectacle does what it does, I'm not really convinced about Red Carter because I don't understand Tau, but don't want to do Monka things. But I just don't know what it does.
It's pretty good actually. So
okay.
So like with the red card, it's like a little bit less board reliant. It's still pretty good, or it's board, but it's a little bit less board reliant. And I'd argue the speed is maybe not as fast, but it is got significantly more in terms of utility because it's got the fire and fade, which is quite good, and it does more damage than Monka. It's just a little bit slower. Is essentially the best way to phrase it.
Okay. So after that, Sweden, the mighty Sweden, they're probably gonna finish 4th, most likely.
If we finish 4th again, I'm just, I don't think so, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't think so? What, you think they will do worse or better?
Yeah, better. Like I saw them play a lot in the Scandinavian tournament and in the GTS tournament, in the Beisler tournament. They looked strong. They won ITT. They got into the final in the Beisler tournament. So I think they know what they're doing at the moment. And Sweden, for me, looks highly motivated, to be honest.
Fair enough. So it's one of the few teams with the next one that are bringing Strange Demon. So I mean, like we talked, We think it's they are also running only 4 bird, like only Bellacore +3. They don't run like the full 5th.
Fucking idiots. Sorry, yo, I love you. So,
I'm a bit surprised, to be honest, because Larsson reduced his numbers every round of the Weisler. Larsson reduced the number of birds he played by 1. Like, I think he finished the finals with like 2 birds, and now he's back to 4. And I'm like, what? Why? I think it's too many birds already.
Yeah, but you in Germany, you're only playing 3, right?
Yeah, 3, sometimes 2.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I like 5, me.
Yes, I
But-
like. Wanna know what I like, Liam? I like 5 with the Demon Prince.
Ooh, 6! That's like
Baby.
going...
Yeah,
That's like
baby.
such an English way of saying that.
I like it does so much because when you think about it, the difference that you have
England
is
trained at the high school
you
of
drop
Weisler.
the plague marines, you drop the plague bearers
Yeah,
and one flamer squad, and you get
Yes.
the Demon Prince.
basically that's correct.
Like that
I
list
like-
already, you know that list isn't staying back and like playing cage. Like that list is like at that point it's like, stat check. Maybe you die, and this is the meta we're in, so you're just embracing the meta. You're trying to be a little bit cute.
Yeah, I think that's a narrative, to be honest. I'm hearing this narrative like everywhere, like, oh my god, we're playing AOS, it's stat checky left and right. I don't see it.
I don't agree that much as well. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think the meta is that check, but yeah, outside of Catan, like because even you Ultramarine is not really that much stat check. Like when you look at there, okay, Demon is always stat check by definition, right? You're playing a bunch of big man, but like all the other lists, like okay, you have Talon as well. My bad. Freeland Raider is kind of stat checky.
Stat check. No. The custodian guards are also stat checky because they are just undercosted.
Yeah, okay, but the rest is okay. Like Admech is not stat check. Astra isn't stat check. So Admech.
Yes. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Yes and no.
Like CSM isn't stat check either. I promise you. Like it's not tanky. Huh? CSM isn't tanky at all. Huh? They die when you shoot at them or fight them. They do die.
Yeah, but there's a few armies in the game that where it's like you're basically just spamming that 4-up in one button or 4-up thing. Like, look at it, right? Space Marines 2-up save everywhere, pretty tanky, high toughness or 2-up save. Necrons T11 2-up, 3-up save, 5-up for no pain. Admech, I agree, not tanky, ungodly amount of weapons. Astra Militarum, super high OC model count with a good save, with a 2-up or 3-up save on its tank and its infantry. You call it not stat checky? I think it is quite stat checky. And then Chaos Demons and Custodes. So out of the 1, 2, 3,
Orc
4,
isn't
5,
stat check.
6. No. Custodes is what I'm gonna say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of the 8 lists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are pretty stat checky, I would argue.
I don't
have
think
Space Marines, Necrons. You're gonna read Olivier's lists, and you're gonna read the Ultramarine lists, and tell me that's not stat checky.
No, Astra Militarum.
Recon.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes,
Recon.
It's just like-
Recon, I give you. Recon, I give you.
I
Okay,
guess.
it's like- It's like because like even with my current guard list, what I'm playing, like I still have tanks, but I have like 185 infantry, most of which has a 4 to 3 up save, with cover. So like
In shooting.
that's shooting. No. Just like it has a 4 to 3 up save, and then it
In
has cover
combat.
on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's
Heavy
that's
cover.
quite stat checky, right? Because like you're not a horde, but you've got horde-ish numbers.
Fair
So
enough.
like it's still quite stat checky, I would argue.
Fair enough. Agree to disagree. I'm trolling you. Yeah, fair enough.
It's okay. Liam, how did we call the episode?
What?
How did we call the episode?
Oh yeah, hot steak. Let's go. I mean, there is nothing that doesn't die right now, but yeah. We'll see. So let's continue. So the last one, and then we'll go for the question. I think USA or USB if we will call it.
USB.
I mean, we will discuss about after that, but who do you think is going to win the whole thing? But I think we probably have one of the contender here.
Yeah.
So they are playing Blade of Ultramar, Star Shatter, Recon, Renegade Warband, Scintillated, Talon, Monka, and Champion of Fate.
I
It's
think I think they have they have like 6 to 7 strong lists, and I think within the comp it works fine. I think they've got like strong lists for the majority of it. But I think their comp for me doesn't synergize as well as some of the others. Like if we were to take player skill completely out of it, I would say that USA's team comp is strong, but it wouldn't be in my top 3 for team comps over here. Funnily enough,
okay.
I just don't think there's enough or as much synergy. Well, I also think Scintillating Legion is a mistake. Is another thing, but that's like
Yeah. Okay.
also a discussion. Like I don't think the Champions of Faith is going to do too well in this meta right now. It's like it's a fake 4-up in Von Army, I would call it, because the Sacrosancts actually are in theory not bad vs Catans because they can bog them down with high OC, but the Catan's also pretty good at potentially sniping out a Hospitaller. But that's not it. I'm just not a fan of the Sisters list. Even though if it's Brian using it, still don't like it. And I think they're going to struggle with pairing the Scintillating Legion and potentially the Renegade Warband, but that one's a little bit more in terms of testing. I think
I think
they're
the
going to...
Renegade Warband is definitely kind of a shooty list that can take a pretty much like on their board they can take a lot of the matchup that we see before. Like I wouldn't be too surprised that it cannot, like he can probably play into Catan relatively efficiently, like between like all the noise, because like we see noise are run great into Catan, but if you shoot with the Blastmaster with the 12 shots, it will actually do a couple of wounds. The double Vindy with +1 wound, you have then you have like a lot of legendary. So on like the problem is like if the Catan, like if the Necron list isn't running any shooting, which most of the list does, only rely on stat check, 2 Vindy will shoot 5 turn in the game, right? And I guess it's a bit the same idea with the Blood Angel, right? So but here you have double
Yeah, like
double
I'm not
host,
like
you have access to lethal.
I'm not throwing shade on like the Renegade Warband. Like I don't think it's as good as Huron's Marauders personally, but I still think it is
Yeah.
actually quite good. As much as I tried and call it the wrong choice. I mostly think that the Sisters and the Demons are going to struggle within this comp.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
But
And you,
also
Wolf,
we
what
have
do you
to
think?
I think it's interesting that Sweden and US picked Champions of Faith and Scintillating and Talents, to be honest. So
Yeah.
some of their more exotic picks here doubled by Sweden and US. And this will be interesting to see. So personally, I think I like Champions of Faith. I cannot match is a bit more in 8-man, but whatever. I think it might. I don't know if it will be a weakness. I don't think it will. I'm a little bit with Nassim. I'm not the biggest fan of Champions of Fate, but I don't think we have a bad matchup here with the teams, to be honest, especially in the group stage.
You think they're gonna kick our ass in round 1?
No, I don't
No,
know.
I'm trolling. They probably will, honestly. We'll see. I think we're
Sweden.
gonna win Pyra. Let's go, Belgium.
Let's go, Belgium. Yeah, in the end. And Renegade Warband. I think I'm with Nassim. So I like Marauders also a little bit more than Renegade Warband. I think Hunter's Marauders is just, it does his auto advance 6. It's like,
Yes.
it doesn't matter whatever happens. This is like, oh, God. So it's in the good tradition of CSM detachments living by one stratagem. But it's a really good detachment, and Renegade Warband, in my opinion, has a little bit a different role in 8-mans. I think it does some things really good, but if you double it up with Blade of Ultramar and the matchups, and this looks like it works out for me, I think it might work really good for the US.
Okay. Interesting to see it and in any case. So I think that's it for the review of the list. So I mean, we already talked a bit about it, but like maybe go back. So we know we have two pods. So we have pod A with Sweden, Belgium, Poland A, and France, and pod B with Germany, Austria, USA, and Poland B. Who do you think is gonna qualify into the upper bracket in both pods?
I think France and Belgium,
Let's go.
and I think USA and who's even in USA's pod again?
Germany, Poland B, and Austria.
Sorry, I don't think it's going to be Germany. I'm sorry, Malte.
That's
I
fine.
I think honestly, like Austria might have it over Poland B just because in terms of their comps, there's a potential there. I'd probably say Austria and USA would be my. If I was a betting man, I am those two.
I believe 7 nations will learn on this tournament. That way, we are living in the more Dakar meta and just to realize it.
We are living in a more Dakar. Exactly. We're not in the 4-up in one meta or the tank
Yeah.
shot or the stat check meta. We're in the
No.
more Dakar meta.
Yeah, not
Neither.
meta.
So who do you think is gonna qualify, Wolf?
US, France, and US, France, Germany, Sweden.
That would be. I mean, I think that would be the obvious pick, right? Like that is, I would say, by ranking, what would make the most sense? Like top 1, 2, 3, 4 of the WTC qualifier to the upper brackets, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and if we look at the players, the only thing I'm not quite sure is because I haven't double checked Sweden, if Sweden is really coming with my A team, or if they are bringing like some new players or some young players or something. So I would have to check that, to be fair. If not, maybe Poland, because I like the Polish setup.
I'm gonna go with the challenger here, the underdog. It's gonna be the qualifier. Belgium, obviously. I have to bring Belgium to the upper part. I trust my team. Then it's gonna be Poland A. I think Poland A, right, have quite a nice comp, and there is the comp and the player there, I think, is quite interesting. Obviously, for the pod B, I'm gonna think USA is gonna qualify because they have like quite a high, I would say, player level coming here. It's like USA, not B.
Yeah, I would say they have like the pretty much the A squad, right? Like if this was their WTC team, I wouldn't be surprised. As like an example.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like at least position 1 to 6, maybe 7, 8, something will change. But this is a really strong US team.
And then you're right. Like the last one on the second bot is a bit contested. I'm gonna go with Germany because I trust our friend Wolf when he said that Germany is gonna make top cut. So
I don't believe
that's
him.
gonna be my 4.
He's lying.
But that definitely
lying.
You're lying. Wolf. You're lying. Did you hear that, Tim? You're lying.
The only thing I want to say is like nobody on this channel gave Germany a group win for the WTC last year. Not one person. Nobody on this channel was convinced that Germany would even win the group last year.
Yeah, because you had the tool man, and the tool man got his money.
Still in the group. We will see.
We will see.
Yeah, but to be fair, yes, this is not our A squad. Yes, this is not our. This is not a B squad, but this is not our A plus squad, maybe. So we will see.
We will see for sure. Bon, I think it is time for plug, and then we're gonna show question. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. Then you can do the plugs.
Questions. I will do the plugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the plugs. I mean, I will do
the plugs. What are we plugging?
I mean, you don't have to do the plug. You are our guest here, Wolf. I'm
I'm
gonna.
not doing my blacks. Do your blacks, man. I'm looking at the questions.
Yeah, we will do the question in a minute, but first I need to do the plug. So first I'm gonna thank all of you to be here. So if you want to support the work we do, but I invite you to go on our Patreon and subscribe there. I mean, if you want to follow, like you have the data board, like all of that, the data dashboard. Sorry, woohoo. You can check out the link is also into the description. Like if you want to follow any of the other show, you have obviously the main show on the Tuesday evening, and you have like some other show like the new medicine order from Nathan and stuff like that. If you want to go and take some stat check coaching, I invite you to obviously go on the link in the description. You can take any of the coach from like me to Nassim to like Ines or Pumba.
Don't take Nassim.
Yeah, take Nassim obviously. Huh? The best list writer in history, I want to say. And if you want any of the stat check mercs, you can also follow the link in the description. Outside of that, check out our sponsor, the Red Dragon. The stat check Patreon get a 15% discount of the entire store. And you'll go on the link in the description. And you can also, the other sponsor, which is Saltier Game from the UK. And if you want to shop some WTC terrain, you can go on Wayland Yutani and save 5% with the code StatCheck. And same thing if you are looking for more GW style US open terrain, you can check the G15 games and you have 10% with the code StatCheck. Link are in the description. So now we're gonna do show question. There is basically two way of doing show of asking question. It's asking on the Discord. We always start those thread or like asking by a super chat. When we have time, we cover the other. If there is other interesting question, we always answer it. But that is the two main question, the two main way of asking question. I'm a lot worse than Ines, but I promise one day I'll be like him.
Not at Warhammer though, which does help.
I mean, he is quite good as well. So
Yeah, I know.
let's
you, Nat.
do the question. So, what are going with those Drukhari lists? How do they fit into pairing strategy with Demon and Tan? I mean, we already kind of answered the question. I mean, we didn't cover the fact that indeed Drukhari is quite bad into Saint Demon, right?
Yeah.
Oula.
Um,
So
it just
I
doesn't
mean,
like get indirected, right? Like, if you lose like
yeah,
a squad of Hellions from just maybe Kairos, or lose most of a unit, if not an entire unit, to like the other bird,
the
then it's
puppeteer.
just, then it's too much attrition, and they struggle
Yes.
to kill you.
Yes, I think at the end of the day, those lists are kind of blunder. They are really good blunder because like challenge met is it's really really fucking strong stratagem,
Yeah.
and it can like most melee army cannot really play into a winning position into Drukhari. So it's not the meta of melee army, but like if there is some, they will play really well with Drukhari.
Yeah, I actually think it's also not too bad against monophase armies. Like, it's not terrible
Yes.
against Tau, is the other
Yeah.
thing. Because
It's
if
good
you
into guard as well.
yeah, it's actually annoying into guard. Yeah, it's quite annoying.
So, but yeah, the team that bring Drukhari will definitely have to make sure that they manage to navigate their Drukhari into like
The
a
death
decent
traps.
matchup and avoid the trap.
It's an interesting matrix. Is my
Yeah.
answer to Tim.
Yes, it has some interesting one. So the next one is answer
Some
that is
challenge.
some challenge for sure.
Poor pal. It's really getting told off.
Nah, it's Pow. We just throw him into something.
Yeah, Poe is gonna always do
Whatever.
the good soldier. So Ansar is asking why Mortarion become popular in team and how it is used. I mean, popular, you only have the single man that is playing it, but it is quite a big man, right? So
yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, I can answer this. So the thing is, you have with Mortarians, it actually synergizes quite well with the rest of the list right now, because one, he's like similar-ish to a Catan, but not really. The two-up save is actually quite helpful there. But also he kind of lets you reuse your chaff, so to say, because of the flat reactive. It's actually very very annoying. The moment you have like Poxwalkers on an objective, they stick it. Or let's say they don't stick it yet. You go first, and you've got a card to do. You either choose from stepping on that objective and triggering the reactive move where they reactive back to safety, and if you try to charge them into a heroic, it's actually really good for like the Plague Marines, because then the Plague Marines can re-embark, or if you shoot the Plague Marines with one activation and they shoot you back. So he just synergizes really well with the rest of the list, and he's a really really good like counter punch unit, and he hits quite hard and just can scam you sometimes. He's toughness 12, not 11.
Yeah, and he does a bunch of mortal wound around, and like all of his aura actually work on himself, so he can react move, which
Yeah.
make him like quite funny.
Really annoying. Really
Like,
annoying
and
to
when
get
you
hold of.
double down with the Demon Prince with 5 of Philopene, you actually have two big men that is super tanky, so it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I
So,
like
yeah.
Morty. So the next question is Beginner Sam that ask to char or so on Recon Guard. I mean, we already talked a bit about it, but like it's definitely interesting, right? It's a stat check, and like I think you need to have the right player. So
I think I need the question in writing, to be honest, because I didn't understand anything. What's the question?
How do you think about Recon? I'm putting
Recon. I love Recon.
Guard. Yeah, and I think
Recon is so good.
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting here because you have the player that is basically a recon specialist by now, and it is. I think he's gonna do great with it. Huh?
Yeah,
no question.
I would be surprised if that list that it does in the meta isn't one of the highest scorers. I'd go for it's probably going to end up with the highest score at this event. I'd be surprised if that wasn't the case. Like its matrix is so good into the rest of the field. It's actually kind of insane. And it's the same with like a more infantry focused grizzled list. Like the the meta right now for it, and its matrix is really bloody good. And the good thing with Recon is it's in theory pretty well. It's deceptively good into melee armies because it's actually so much harder to get a hold of than you want it to, because it effectively has -2 to charge. -8 to charge, because it has a flat 6 reactive and then a -2 to charge. And then if you look at Nemo's list, he's got plenty of bricks, like he's got like the 20 Catachans, where he can essentially reactive move them 6 and then make that whole unit -2 to charge and actually occupy quite a lot of space. And he's actually got access to like the redeploy with the horses. He's got the free strat. The list does a deceptive amount of damage as well. Very hard to tag with the Castellan bricks. A good amount of close combat as well, because he's got each of the Castellan bricks has got like 12 power, 6 power fist attacks, and then 6 attacks with the huge knife from the bodyguard. So it does actually a good amount of bloody damage, and it hurts a lot. And worst case scenario, if it does play against a matchup that can potentially kill it, it has OC 3 per model dudes. Count how many models there are in that army. If 2 of them make it to that objective, they've denied the point.
There is 100 model there.
More.
Like 200 probably, actually.
Yeah, that all have most have access to regrows. It has good counter punch as well. So like it's deceptively good vis a melee army, because it can absorb the hit, fall back a little bit, shoot, hit back, and then like push forward, which is actually very good there. So like actually what you need is like a gun line with access to ignore cover to chew through it fast enough.
A combined arm probably is the best, right?
Combined arms is
with ignore cover.
With ignore cover, yeah, but like combined arms would be the way to go. It's why like EC is actually pretty good against it, because you have the Blast Masters with ignore cover. It's why funnily enough, Tau in theory is good against it, but it just doesn't have the bullets. Because it just doesn't have the bullets. But yeah, like Yeah, it's really good. I think it's probably the best list at the event.
I think Nassim likes this list. I, all I want to say is the problem that Recon has, and the problem is obvious, but we could talk about it for a second. Is of course that's the reason why don't we see Recon then more often, because it's super hard to play it in time.
Yeah.
So, and yes, Wesley is, or let's say, the fish is the fish. We believe in the fish. The fish will play this in time, but of course, it's also different if you play it without any disrespect. If you play it in Las Vegas versus I don't know, or if you play it at Pyra Cup versus the World Elite.
We will
I
see
think-
in any case.
Yeah, I think this event will be very telling for it because you'll either see it's like, all right, can this list be played to time at top level to the same accuracy to produce the same results, or is it a list that is very good but maybe doesn't produce the same amount of results that you want it to? Because I think if it's the former where it can play with the top players within time and not have an issue, and I think Nemo's played enough games on the army to. I'd be surprised if he has time issues. Then I would suspect it to be the high scorer because there's maybe one.
And I will not, and I'm with you with that. To be honest, if he can do it like he can do it in the US, this list is an incredible weapon, and is one of the reasons to come back to the earlier question from Liam. And I believe that US is the favorite to win this tournament.
So next question, I think it's no, sorry. Oof.
Always.
That is not the question. Yeah, that's not a question. Yeah, CSM with triple noise.
It's not a question. It's CSM. It's triple noise. But it's what a question.
No, that
Zero
wasn't.
noise.
So it is that one, John, that is asking why CSM versus Queen and Eldari. I think it is target to me because I was playing Eldari 2 weeks ago and now I jumped to CSM. First, I'm quite bored of Eldari. I played Eldari for the last 8 months and I like CSM. And secondly, like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't supposed to play this event, so I only jumped in because we had a drop, and Eldari were already took by one of my teammates, and I didn't want to force him to drop, and to change his army, so I went for another army and took CSM because it went up 3 days ago, and I was high on NM, obviously. That is like the whole story.
And when you wrote a list, especially for me, I still love that.
Yeah. I wrote a list especially for Wolf with 10 Terminator.
10 Terminator, fast, good melee,
yes,
good shooting, everything I love, uppy downy.
Exactly, so that is quite good. We have Pumba that is asking, that is trolling, I think, Pod 2 by saying that why does Pod 2 have no good team in it? I mean, the problem is the winner of the tournament might come from Pod 2, so we will see. But
yes, of course, they come.
Yeah. But yeah. Then we had Pius that is asking how much of CSM is new hype and how much is power. What is the benefit of the new detachment compared with the other one? I mean, we already kind of covered that, but yeah, obviously the new detachment.
We did not because the one part of his question is irrelevant because how much of CSM is new hype, and this is always the case, guys. This is always the case where new rules, doesn't matter what the level of 40k is. New rules are cool, so the player will want to play the new cool rules.
But the new detachment are, I think, quite better than the old one, even though the old one were already quite strong. Like, I think, I mean, veteran is a case on apart. Like, veteran is obviously the most broken detachment in CSM, but outside of that, yeah, the two new detachments feel really, really strong. So that I think people want to try it. Next question is, what role can Eldar fill in team? From Gregory. And I think it's also target to me. So I do think that Eldar are still really strong. I mean, I'm probably one of the few on the planet, but like
I'm with you.
I think it is like a really brilliant army when you master it for pushing opponent. Like it's still one of the faster army in the game, and it is still one of the highest damage dealer in the game. So if you can like master it and like just apply that huge fist in the face of your opponent, you're gonna kill it and score high score. you need a bit of protection into pairing because there is some matchup that are a bit difficult, but not that much. A lot less than people think about. But yeah, I do think it's really, really strong. But yeah, it's not like a defender. It's not one of the stronger army. It's like I would say it's like a katana that you need to be super sharp and have a good accuracy to target what you need to target.
It's
I
not a
don't
knife.
know.
It's a katana.
It's a
There we go.
katana. Let's
It's
go.
not a
Eldar,
knife.
Eldar is a katana.
It does a katana.
I like that.
And the last question in the Discord chat is, do you think more team would have bring EC if the new CSM hadn't come out? I actually don't think so. Like, I mean, I think EC are okay, but they got like a lot of nerf. Like, I mean, they didn't got a lot of nerf, but it has been like 4 data sets where they get a bit of nerf.
It is a
And
lot
now-
of nerfs. It is.
Yes.
Like it is.
And the meta is quite hostile to them. Like, they don't like Catan, they don't like Bird. So this is already like they don't love Land Raider. Like there is a lot
No,
of
they
matches.
don't. They don't.
Not
Right.
at all.
So like they become a bit weaker. And I mean, to be fair, the new CSM is quite similar to EC to a large degree. The difference that CSM has like a way of dealing with higher toughness that EC doesn't always have because CSM have access to either lethal army wide or oath of moment nowadays. So
Mhm.
it does help. Well, EC need to get kill early to get to that, and the problem is a lot of the army in the meta right now don't give kill early, so you need to work around that. But
Yeah, it's like it's hard to stack up the pledges because usually, well, at least in the prior metas, you would get a pledge about round 1, and at least your army has rerolls. But now you're kind of waiting till about round 3 before you have rerolls.
yeah,
It's just
so
like
it's iffy, and like the all-in rush just doesn't work. Sadly, you cannot like send everything into the face of your opponent on turn 2 and hope to 20 them anymore. So
I mean, you can hope to.
it's very
So,
upsetting.
you can hope, but it might not.
You can always try.
mhm.
Okay,
You can play another detachment and
yeah.
fail.
So I think we had one super chat from Vicester, which is asking Poland B Bully Boys 30 flash gate. What?
Hey, I'm team 30 flash kits.
Yeah, I mean over here we have Malte that is quite high on flash gate apparently.
Of course, we're living in the Ork meta.
Yeah. So yeah, let me check that list because I don't remember in detail exactly what is the list, but
Do flash kits anything in Bully Boys? No, right?
the good thing is that you have 2 WAG, so you can use your first WAG for the flash gate, keep all of your mega knobs like knobs for the second WAG. So that is
Okay,
the
I like
idea. I'm not sure so the list is a beast boss, sneak rot, a war boss, and a war boss in mega armor with the deep strike, 10 snaga, 10 boys, 3 truck, 1 battle wagon, 30 flash gate, 10 commando, and then 15 mega knobs. So like the mega knobs are really good in Bully Boy because you have 2/3 of them being relatively tanky, and they don't have like they have a high quality attack but not a lot of volume. So they actually need the WAG often to do a lot of damage. So it is interesting. I'm curious to see how it goes. Like I would say it's the same curiosity that I have against like a Fred list. So we will see how it goes. 30 flashgate is definitely like flashgate are just so cheap, and he has 3 truck. So maybe he just played the 3 truck with like all the flashgate inside, and there are like his like Rhino with fire in deck kind of thing to kill the chaff. Like
I know
if
what deck, except theirs is a lot worse.
I mean you have 30 shots out of your Rhino instead of 6, but yeah, it is a lot. It is worse. It's not a lot worse. So I'm curious. Okay. So I think that's it. So
This might be our fastest episode yet.
yes. I mean now we are like under 2 hours, but like yeah,
I know,
we're becoming more synthetic. We've been
It's because we don't have
focused
Brian. We have better Brian.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
that's
better
why.
Brian.
No.
We
I'm
have better
just.
Brian.
I'm not talking enough. That's the problem.
But it's fine. In any case, I think we're gonna wrap up in.
You're so fast. We're already wrapping up. I thought we're starting. Has somebody now told me who's their favorite? To be honest, to win the whole tournament, nobody told me so far.
Go France!
But
France,
we
yes,
say
of course. But
USA.
the brother wants the older brother to win. Yeah, whatever.
It's gonna be Belgium, but if it's not Belgium, it's probably gonna be USA.
Okay, so it will be Germany, of course. But if it for some reason is not Germany, even with 7 teams throwing one of their picks for factions away to pick Necrons for some reason, when it will be US.
Let's go. Fireside is with me.
Fireside is with you.
Fake
David
news.
asked, we were not answering to questions from the chat, right? Because there were some questions from the chat. But we didn't pay, so we don't talk to them. I don't know how you do it in English.
Yeah, generally
Germany's
we can
Germany's
answer.
gonna come third in
What
their pod.
question? For sure, we can ask question from the chat if you want.
So David was asking Malte's thoughts on T-Sun's 30 Scarab called Terminators. I said it before. I will say it again. I love this list, and I think this list worked really well last year when meta was not strong enough on the damage side, and you could just stat check a lot of things. You can always still stat check Astra Militaro with it without a problem. No, not without a problem anymore, but it's still good in some of the matchups, but there's too much damage in the meta at the moment. Science kills it without a problem.
They do a lot of that.
Okay. Boom.
What else do we have?
I mean,
So now I think Germany is not gonna, I think Germany is going to come and Germany will win the losers bracket. There we go.
That is your hot take. Germany is gonna win the loser bracket.
Yeah, I think they'll win.
Is there a losers bracket? I haven't read it.
Yeah, so basically,
is there really a losers bracket?
Yeah, so you have the top 2 of each pod that qualify for the upper bracket, and then you have the bottom 2 that go to the loser bracket.
Yeah, but how should we? But we cannot win the loser bracket, right? Because we go with top cut.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Because you're going to be you're going to come third in your pod, and then you're going to beat the losers. And Sweden will be down there with you in the losers bracket as well. How about that? Take that.
Who?
Probably not, to be fair, but
we'll see. In any case, I think it's gonna be streamed by Target Lost. I don't know. There will be some coverage from Target Lost.
Yeah.
Contact Lost, right?
The Contact Lost.
Contact Lost, not Target.
Oh yeah, Contact
Lost. You bring it together Target Priority and Contact Lost.
Target Priority.
Yeah.
Sorry, Target Lost. New channel actually.
Target Lost.
So Contact Lost. Sorry, my bad, guys. There's gonna be stream. I know, like in Team Belgium, we're gonna try to do some coverage about how Team Belgium is doing on our Facebook page. But
well, forget it again. I have promised that I do a small video or something. I will forget it again, like always.
Yeah, no, I will do it. I have a coach with me that's gonna do it. So I hope.
I am a coach, so I should do that. But well, it doesn't matter.
But in any case, yeah. And if there is no more question, I propose we wrap down. Thank Malte to have been here with us.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure, like yours.
This was fun.
Yeah, and see you Friday.
See you Friday, guys.
Later.
Oh, some of you who qualified.
Guys, goodbye everyone, and ciao. See you next month. We'll probably cover like ETC next month.
Yeah, but ETC will happen next month.
We have ETC in March.
Yeah, we have ETC. I'll be there. I'll be there coaching. Actually, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there playing. It was supposed to be my playing event, but no, I'm playing Pyra as well, I guess.
So what you should do is you should give someone else your spot for ETC.
Coaching. Always coaching. Never playing.
Yeah.
I cannot play 40k. Everybody knows that.
That's a shame. I think you can play 40k.
Sometimes.
It's a lot of work.
To
Okay.
do what? To do what? Play 40k?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
That's the
It
reason
is
I'm
a
playing
lot of
Shadowmark
work.
Talents. Pew pew shooting. That's
Pew,
all I
pew.
want.
Thank you, everyone.
Bon. Ciao, everyone.
Ciao, bella.
Ciao. Bye.